to Oxford, Ohio, and the campus of Miami University as the Red Hawk fans are getting ready for a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. Will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, #1 for this offense in this one, get him as many touches as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Tracy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Finn. quickly complete. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Let's talk for a second about Miami of Ohio. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're testing the right side here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the lone running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williamson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Red Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. And the Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. To the air, it's Finn. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Red Hawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Tracy. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On target. There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a crease, it's Tyson. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's loose on the left. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
Up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Find some fresh air.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air. It's Finn. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will give him the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Tyson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here we go, set. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progression. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Redhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Makes the catch, it's Williamson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29, defense can taste getting off the field, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted, a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Military stunt.
They'll try to pop the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The pitch. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Tracy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Let's go, right.
And the Redhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Finn. He breaks a tackle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Tracy. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williamson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Blue 22.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Never a doubt. Final play all locked up, or we headed to overtime. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And in a tie situation, the defense knows the offense is going to be aggressive, try to throw the football, so get more DBs on the field, and that's what they're doing. Whether it's man or zone coverage, you need all that extra speed on the back end, and it really showed up for them on that last.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Now, they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
You're right. And listen, you've got some time, too, so you don't got to panic here. Just pick the right play and go execute.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Miami, Ohio.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This kicker is 2 for 2 on the day, and now a chance for a third and likely the game. Good right down the boulevard. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.